Hey everybody, it's Cynthia, and I'm finally back with my weekly update. I fell behind with Thanksgiving, sorry about that, but I am here. And well, I was going to say I'm here with a rather slow week, which it was, but actually, the few days after my last video to a couple days after that, I had a really good week. So we're going to take a look at what's been happening on the store for those of you who maybe are checking in for the first time. This is my little experiment store where I'm experimenting with selling nothing but clothing. It's a mix of men's and women's. And it's items that mostly I'm picking up really inexpensively at estate sales with a few other items thrown in. And when I say inexpensively, I'm talking about $1 or under. Um, Mostly just because I can't stand having the choice. I've tried going to some thrift stores and actually picking items off the rack, but literally there's so much stuff. I can't, I can't bring myself to make decisions when I'm faced with a whole store full. Not the same with my other store. Our regular store, which is called Boris Basement, sells pop culture items. We've been doing really well over there, and I'm actually thinking I might do an update for you guys on a what sold video for that, just to kind of give you a comparison. But today I just want to give you a quick look at where we are with this experimental store. So here we are on the front page. Let me just see if I'm in the right spot. Here I go. So I've got the last 31 days, so I had $205. Now my goal in this store was to be making 100 a week by January. That's clearly not happening, but I'm almost there. I'm halfway there, right? I've got $200, so that's an average of $50 a week. In the last 7 days, I only had an $8 sale. But if you see going back here, on the 19th, I had $35 and $20 and $20. I did pretty good on this little bit of a middle right here. So let's take a look at what sold. What's really funny is this Ralph Lauren scarf. In the last video, I had just listed this and I said that I was going to be lucky, I thought, if I got 10 bucks on it. It was just a small square. I got it in a set of a whole big bunch of scarves that I got at an estate sale. I only listed a few of them individually and the rest I listed in bulk. And honestly, I got to the point where I got so tired of listing scarves. I'm trying to do a clean out this week. I threw a bunch of them back to just redonate. Um, just because I'm feeling like I need to just clean out a little bit. So that's happening. This did not sell for 20 as I had it listed. It did sell for 10, exactly what I was saying. So maybe somebody watched my video and then came in and offered me that amount. Sold for 10, it shipped for like 277. I probably paid, when you figure it out, maybe 50 cents for it, maybe. So that was nice. Went to a good home. The person was quite happy with it. This Raytheon ball cap, I picked this up because it was new with tags. I saw it at a charity shop and I did buy it. I want to say I paid, I'm thinking they only charged $1 for the hats. It's our local church charity shop, and the fact that it was new with tags, they didn't charge any more. I did not know what this company was, but I looked it up. There was something about it. I would do well with tech hats. I thought it might be a tech company. I think it is, and I think it's some kind of a trucking company, maybe. I don't know, but I looked it up, and it looked like it was doing quite well. I took a best offer of 20 on this with free shipping. So again, figuring I paid about $1, it probably cost about $3.50 to $4 to ship it because I think it said a stiff brim and we shipped it in a box. So, we still cleared even with fees, be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I still made about 10 bucks on the hat. That's nice. This Eddie Bauer Elkhorn shirt, I think I'd also just listed in the last video that I mentioned to you. And it sold for $19.99 with $7.50 shipping on it, which was nice. It was a very heavy shirt. Doesn't look like it from this picture, but it's almost like a denim material. It was quite heavy. It was more than did not go first class. So and it was also new with tags, so the person got a very nice deal on a shirt. Um, it probably shipped for closer to $6 to $8. And I paid at an estate sale. I actually want to say I might have paid $3 for the shirt. But so even if we call that 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 in fees, not 11 in fees, total 11, I'm still pulling almost $10 profit on the shirt, which is a nice profit place for things like this that are very easy to store and pack and ship. So that went. This was my best deal of the week. I picked this up. I'd never heard of this company. It's called Private Property. Let me show you the tag. Real fun tag. Made in USA, which is very nice. Very heavy flannel um, shirt or jacket. Quite heavy. I was told it was from the 90s. I said Private Property is the name of the company. And it went for the full price of $34.99. I did have free shipping on it. It was quite heavy again, so over a pound. It probably went for $6 to $8 shipping, but I would have made cleared at least 15 or more on this. I paid $3 for this. At the same sale, I got the Eddie Bauer shirt and several other shirts that I have listed. So that was definitely my best sale of the week, and really made the most money for me. This was my surprise little sale that came in at the last minute today. This is a pair of Club Room suspenders. I grabbed them because they looked unusual with these little leather bits. I didn't even understand how they worked. I know suspenders with the clips. These were a little different. I had it up, I think, at $9.99 or $12.50 maybe. That's my other favorite price. With free shipping, it wasn't going anywhere, and Club Room isn't a very good name. I think it's Walmart or brand maybe, or Kohl's or Target. So it's one of those chain stores. So I lowered it to $7.99 a day or two ago, and almost instantly somebody bought it. It did cost about 3 to ship it. So, I made maybe a few cents. I might have made $1 in, profit on it. But again, it came in with an estate sale load of other items. So honestly, if I paid a few cents for it, that's it. And it's going to a good home, somebody who wants to wear it, which is nice. Let me go back over here. I have been really bad about listing because of the holidays. It's just been really crazy, and that's a bad excuse, but still. We do have 39 things listed now. I think I had 27 last time we talked, so even with the few items sold, we are up. Um, this is kind of a cheater. This Bruno men's shirt has a really nice Hawaiian girls embroidered on the side. That's a full embroidery. I have had this on our regular store for almost a year and no one has been interested. Even at I had it all the way down to $5 and no one wanted it. I don't get it. It's a beautiful, beautiful shirt. So I closed down on my other store where we don't traditionally sell clothes, but we do sell Hawaiian shirts. Brought it over here um, to see if I do any better over here with it, and put it back up in price for $17.99. There are other Bruno men's shirts. They don't sell well, and I don't understand it because it's a super Hawaiian shirt. I also listed a couple of ties. Ties is kind of a new thing for me. I've picked up a few over the years that have like Peanuts, Charlie Brown Peanuts characters on them. I have a Star Trek tie in our other store. So pop culture ties. We've done well with some, and others we cannot give away. We have a Star Trek tie, Star Trek Next Generation tie, which we thought would be so popular, and nobody wants this thing. I don't understand. These, I was at an estate sale and I just grabbed up a bunch. They look like high quality. They were silk ties. I threw them in the bag, and if they added $1 to my price, I'd be surprised. So today, or over the last day or two, I listed this Backrac, I guess, black tie with these blue ovals. It's an Italian silk tie, really nice. This City of London tie, I love this print, little polka dot print is the lining of the tie. Very nice silk tie, silver blue geometric. Those two seem to have, maybe they go for a little higher. I priced them on the higher side at $12.99 with free shipping. Probably going to end up having to bring them down or take a best offer in the $10 range or less. But again, it's fine for what I paid for them. And then here's some of the women's scarves. I made a lot of black and white and gold scarves. And then this, I'm hoping is my real find. This is a set of Nick and Nora macarons pajamas. I know in a video once, or the last video, I talked about Nick and Nora pajamas are super. I sold a Nick and Nora top recently. Very happy camper bought it, got a good price on it. This is a full set, which sometimes I think actually is harder to sell because I think people like to buy them separately because they might be bigger on top or need a bigger bottom and a smaller top. If these don't go soon, Probably, if they don't go by by Christmas, I'd say I might take these apart and sell them separately. And I bet you I can do better selling the top and the bottom separate. They are only mediums. Bigger sizes of the Nick and Nora do better, but they were in excellent, excellent condition. And I probably paid, I think I paid $4 for the full set. So 33 is definitely in the price that they normally sell, so that's not reaching. I should be able to get that. If that had been a larger size, I'd probably have sold it by now, but still pretty good. This is a really cool vintage Sostanza Fashion Police sweater. They refer to these a lot as Biggie Small sweaters. They used to refer to them as Cosby sweaters. They're just chunky knits with big prints on them that are from the 80s and the 90s. Gray with this blue. I have another one listed here somewhere. Valentino tie, Umberto Bossi tie. This one is cool because it's computers and internet words. Ties from this company don't necessarily do that well, but I thought the computer thing would really do it. This is a Jansen, really, this is my favorite one. Crew neck sweater with the chevron embroidery down the front from the 90s. Jansen was a really popular brand. I don't know if it still is, if people still buy it, but it was a very popular brand in the 80s and 90s. So I got that one up at 30, but I do have best offer on all of these, and shipping's going to be heavy. It's quite hefty. The sweater, it's probably going to be $8 or more to ship. This photograph is weird, but it's really hard to show these. This is a Nick and Nora one-piece pajama with the bulldog feet in it, so it's a footy pajama. So it's so long. I could have hung it on a door and maybe taken a faraway shot of it, but I think anybody who knows Nick and Nora knows what these are. I just wanted to be clear that it's the French bulldogs because they make different patterns. This was a super find that I'm going to hold out for some bigger price. This is a Trader Joe's men's Hawaiian shirt, and these Trader Joe shirts, get a little closer, you can see the pattern. So it's a Trader Joe store. These were made by Ren Spooner, the design, who is a does famous Hawaiian shirts. Ren Spooner shirts always sell really well, and these Trader Joe shirts, this one in particular, also usually does pretty well. I'm shooting high at 45. It's in really nice condition. We'll see. We'll give it a little time, and again, I'm flexible. If it doesn't sell, we'll start to bring the price down, but right now that's where we're starting. And this is another higher price one. This is a Sims snowboard hooded jacket. I think I talked about these on my last video, but didn't show them. I did mean to do a haul video for you guys, but I know that if I list it, it goes, once I've got things listed, I want to put them away. So then I tend to not do the haul. So if I don't do the haul first, they never get listed. Yeah, I have the same problem right now. I've got a stack of clothes next to me that I want to show you guys. But until I get that video done, I'm not going to get any of those things up. So anyway, I don't know if that made any sense whatsoever. This is the Sims snowboard hooded jacket. Let me get a little closer. This thing is made of this crazy material that's kind of like the neoprene, I think they call it, that they use for wetsuits. So I'm assuming that's to make it waterproof. And it's got a bunch of zippered pockets in different places. It's lined. It says Sims. Very nice jacket. Very heavy. It's very flexible, so you can really move, but yet it's very heavy in the sense that it's really warm with the lining. Super, super snowboarding jacket. I think new, it was well over $100. So I'm starting in the $75 range. I'm hoping with the snow season coming upon us that people will be interested in buying this. This is what I was trying to show you. It's a zipper. Can't get in there. This there's a zipper there, and there's zippers on either side. Nice piece, really nice piece. I picked this up at a thrift store. I want to say I only paid about, I know I didn't pay more than $7 for it. I might have paid $7. Might have been a little bit less, but this was one of my favorite thrift stores that I don't get to go to very often, and the condition was really super on it. And even if I have to come down into the $50 range, even with free shipping, I'd be doing okay on this. I think 30 is probably as low as I could go and really make a good profit on it. But I'm thinking it's going to go. Oh yeah, because it's a good size too, 2XL. So that is what I got. Let me go back to my main page here. And I know I zipped through that pretty fast, but I did want to just keep you guys updated. So goal for this week is to do two things. Get more stuff listed, But here's the thing, I don't have a lot more stuff for this store. I need a trip to the Goodwill bins, which I'm hoping to do later this week, and get some stock for this store because I think I have listed pretty much everything that's going on this one. Um, I think a lot of the other stuff I have is going to end up on my other store. But we shall see when I dig in, and I will do a haul video for you guys also hopefully in the next day or two. And if I go to the bins, I will definitely do a haul there. So that's where I'm at. Where have you guys at? Did you get anything done with the holidays? Did you take the days off? Just spend the time shopping? Did you Black Friday shop for your store? I tried, but didn't do very well. We got to every place we got to was so picked over. There was very little choice. I got a couple T-shirts and things at half off. That's it. I very little. Um, that's why I don't have that much to list. So I got to get sourcing and stop buying Christmas gifts. What have you been up to? Tell me in the comments below. You never tell me, and I really, really, really want to know. Have you been shopping? Have you been keeping up on your eBay store? I want to hear how you're doing because this is how I'm doing. I'll talk to you guys in another couple of days. See you later.